Hey, this is Crispy990 here, and this is a review of my two new Cold Steel FGX knives, or otherwise known as Nightshade knives. This is the Karambit and the Boot Blade 2, as opposed to the Boot Blade 1, which is bigger. Got these today at Atlanta Cutlery Company. As I said on another video, I was going to go back there today and check on their new shipment of butterfly knives they were supposed to get in. But supposedly the legislation on butterfly knives in Georgia is changing. So the company they order butterfly knives from no longer wants to take the chance on doing business with knives that may or may not be legal. But anyway, I was a little bummed out with that, but I still got these. I meant to get one more, and I think I'm going to go back tomorrow and get that one anyway, just because apparently they're going out of production, and I'm pretty sure that's because of a safety issue. These are not metal knives. They're what Cold Steel calls gribery, or at least the blades are, and so I'm pretty sure you can take this through a metal detector without it going off, and I'm sure the government doesn't like that too well, or the police department or whatever. But anyway, these are the packages that they were in, and on the back here are all the Nightshade knives. Now these are all modeled after Cold Steel knives that are metal, like this down here is the Taipan, this large one, and that's a very popular fixed blade by Cold Steel. The one I got this is the Karambit right here, and the small boot blade is right here. They also had what I think is pronounced the Skeandhu. That's Skeandhu. It's two words. And then the Jungle Dart, which is like a three-sided dart that's about the size of a pin, and only the end right here has grip on it. But anyway, they're pretty cool. I picked them up mostly because of just their innovation. You know, they're amazingly functional for a knife that's not even metal. But mostly they retain their stabbing power much more than their slicing power compared to like a metal knife. So I was hoping to get one of the push blades, because maybe I could even use that functionally for like self-defense if I ever needed it. But they didn't have any, obviously. But the Skeandhu one I mentioned, that's probably the most functional for slicing. It is, as you saw the shape, it's maybe 4 inches long. This is 3 inches as far as the blade is. And then from the blade, it just goes straight, sort of tapers down on the handle. And one side is sharp and the other side is dull, but that one side is fully serrated. And the guy that works at Atlanta Cutlery said that it would cut through flesh like butter if you really needed it to. You know, put some pressure on it and it would cut through flesh like butter. Just because these are not metal, don't think they're toys. Trust me on that. I dragged the tip here across my forearm earlier today, sort of under the impression that they're not real knives. And I didn't put a whole lot of pressure on it, and I almost drew blood. It was amazing. I was so surprised how sharp these tips are. I really like the Karambit style with the ring on the end, you know, just to make sure it stays in your hand. They've got great handles on them. They've got great grip and great ergonomics. I've got to say though that I was spinning this around my index finger earlier today, and I was standing on a tile floor. It slipped off my finger and the tip slammed hard against the ground, and about 2 millimeters of it snapped off. But after, you know, a few minutes, I got a little upset, and because I, you know, just bought this and then realized that it's not steel. I can fix it. And so I took a metal knife and sort of scraped it down here and rebuilt the tip. I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, how many knives can you say you can fix yourself easily? But anyway, this is the Karambit. As I said, it's about a 4.5 inch blade. And this is the Boot Blade 2. The Boot Blade 1 has a 5-inch blade instead of a 3-inch blade here. Um, and a 3.5-inch, 4-inch handle, something like that. But still, despite how small it is, it's very comfortable. I just wanted to do a review on these, not really to explain their function, but just because they're pretty cool, and they're only about 10 bucks a piece. But before today, I was hesitant to get one because I didn't think they'd be that functional, but I still thought they were pretty cool and was curious about them. So that's pretty much why I'm doing a review for people like I was a few days ago. They're still very sharp. They don't cut like paper excuse me, they don't cut paper very well, but trust me, they cut flesh very well, which is, in a fight, that's pretty much what counts. I was told that you sharpen it with a metal knife, but this tungsten carbide sharpener worked pretty well that I got from Atlanta Cutlery. That's the sharpener right there. Just took it, and dragged it across that blade for a while. It's a decent sharpener, but the one I use now is a Chef's Choice manual sharpener. But anyway, they're pretty neat. If you have the opportunity to pick one up, you might want to, because they're going out of production, and just their innovative design is just really neat. I find it fascinating. And since they're going out of production, that's just another reason to pick up one if you want. As I said, for function, in self-defense situations, you might want to get the push blade or the Scondu one just for function. But these are just neat to have. I mean, not really for using them. I guess they're just cool. But again, they're not toys. It doesn't mean it's not a knife because it's not metal. They do work very well. There's another video on YouTube, I believe. I can't think of the guy's username, but I think he takes this one or the 5-inch one and stabs it through a stack of cardboard, and just so easily stabs through like a stack of cardboard about this thick. And I was just amazed with it. But yeah, they're just neat little knives. They're once again, this is the Boot Blade 2, and this is the Karambit from the Cold Steel FGX series, or the Nightshade series, depending on how you want to put it. And I'm Crispy990, and thanks for watching. Peace.